Land!
Straight ahead of us.
Look at that. We're finally here. The maps really were telling the truth. Well, don't get lazy now. This is just the beginning. Bye.
Again, Frank. You keep crashing your cards. If you can't govern a horse, I have no idea how you're supposed to govern a whole town. Come on now, it's almost lunchtime. Let's haul this thing out of the mud. I think I'll drive this time. We're nearly home. Gosh, I fancy a drink right now. Right then, I'll take Fortius back to the stables. I'll see you on Monday. Frank, I got you a letter. Who's it from? Your dad. Apparently they've just arrived on that island. Thanks, I'll open it when I get home. Alright, I'll see you soon. Father, it is time. Thank you, John. I'll follow you. That seems like the right thing to do. Philip, this is no time for discussion. Your king is dying. Sorry, I was just talking about the new islands they'd found. To hell with that. The king needs respect. We must say our farewells to King Harry, ruling over us for more than 50 years. He was one of the greatest kings of this land. O mighty king, I ask of you one final question. Who shall be the next king? Philip. The king has spoken. Shut off all those lights. Take away those braziers, so he may rest in darkness.
It's not right. He's younger than you. By every law of tradition, you should be the one on the throne. I'm sure my father had his reasons. He just doesn't have to deal with the consequences. Ah, John, I'm sorry for your family's loss. Thank you, Alex. Oh, gods, Elaine's here. With her married to Philip's oldest, she's the future queen. Come, Alex, Henry's a good man. A weak man? I've heard Elaine practically walks over him. And gods, imagine the children that... Alex, please. Now's not the time. Apologies, my prince. Prince for now, yes. But with the High Priest's support, there is still a chance of me becoming king. Everyone gather round. In Arth's good name, may your soul finally pass on.
William, Philip, I'd like to have a conversation with you. Could everyone else please leave? I'm guessing it's about how I should be king? No, because you're younger than me. But it was the king's demand. I don't care, it's against the rules of this land for the youngest to become king. It was the king's order, and the high priest is backing me. If the king told you to jump off a cliff, would you? Think about that. If only the high priest knew what Philip wishes to do.
William, I'm not changing my decision. You're basing the future of this kingdom on the final words of a bedridden 80-year-old. The right of the firstborn is only custom, not law. Can you at least make peace with your brother? I thought I could, but lately he's changed. He's been meeting with all manner of shady types. Ever since we found that island, William, you're grasping at straws. If I were to defy the king's orders, that could risk war. War. How do you know that wouldn't happen regardless? What are you suggesting? That you would take up arms? That is not what I meant. Get out of my chambers. We have nothing more to discuss.
Dear Frank, we've been making some considerable progress on the island so far. I'm sure you'd be pleased to hear about it. Oh, hello there, Rupert. We just started work on the mines. Would you like to come and have a look? Yes, I'd love to. Johnson has taken over the operation so far. As you can see, it's a bit dark. I'm just wondering, why did they order us to start mining now, even though we've only been here for about a month? I don't really know, but when the miners arrived, they seemed to be in a bit of a hurry, like they're looking for something. Perhaps they thought there was gold or some other rich material here. Who knows?
You summoned me? Yes, William. I'm afraid I'm going to have to temporarily send you into exile. For what crimes? It's a precaution. A precaution? You think I'd have you murdered? You think so lowly of me? I don't know what to think of you. The High Priest told me you confronted him and tried to make him reverse his decision. Yes. You asked me to defy the will of your father. Do you deny this? I don't. Do you have any idea how many burdens I've just inherited? Thanks to you, a chunk of the realm now thinks I'm illegitimate. You are a thorn in my side. Brother, please, we don't have to be enemies in this. I am not your brother. I am your king now, and I'm sending you into exile. Father, are you all right? I'm afraid I have to leave now. I'm going to go live with Lord Erwion. And I think you'll have to stay behind. Stay here? Philip sounded furious in there. He's angry at me, not you. I just need you to keep an eye on him. I understand, Father. Take good care. Hopefully I'll be back soon.
Hi, Rupert. We found something quite interesting down in the mines. Would you like to come and have a look? I'm not going out on this river. Oh, come on. It's just a bit of rain. Besides, we'll be underground most of the time. Fine. I'll go and get my cloak. I'll see you outside. To the mines. The monument is in the east tunnel, although be careful because the rocks down there are a bit unstable. To the east tunnel. There it is. What can that thing be? So far underground. It's strangely beautiful. What was that sound? Everyone, get out!
You hesitated there. Sorry, won't happen again. I hope it doesn't. That could get you killed in a battle. Right, do either of you two want a bout? I'll go. Any new letters from my father? Oh, I'm afraid not. Must be busy. Alright, let me know if there are.
I am Prince William of Lightland, and the password is Shadowcrest. Open the gates! Hello there, William. I heard what your brother did over in Lightland. Ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, I wish that were our greatest problem. What do you mean? We'll discuss indoors. These walls have ears. So what is it that you're concerned about? Okay, about a month ago we received a copy of ancient maps. Maps which are used to find a mysterious lost island. Along with them came a selection of ancient documents. Unfortunately, they were written in a long-forgotten language that even the most knowledgeable of scholars could not translate. Now here's the strange part. A few weeks ago, an unknown man dressed in black visited the castle and gave Philip a translated version of one of those documents. What did it say? I didn't have time to read it all, but from what I've heard there is something on the mysterious island that interests Philip, something of unimaginable power. He ordered hundreds of miners be shipped off to the island the moment he received the document. So, what could that thing be? Dark magic. This is far more important than simply who has the right to be king. So, what can I do to help? Nothing for now, but keep an eye out in case Philip does anything unusual. I must leave now. Where are you going? To the north. There's an old friend of mine who may be able to help. There's a ship approaching. The captain's on board. I'm so sorry. Captain, what do you mean? I'm incredibly sorry. When we were doing a tour of the mines, there was a cave-in. Your father was down there. What? Is he okay? Did he make it out? I don't know, but when I left, there was nothing but a wall of rubble behind me. He may still be stuck down there with 20 others. Or he's gone. Good evening, John. Come, take a seat. Thank you, Henry. Your Highness? Good evening, John. Have you met Elaine yet? I fear not, Your Highness. She'll be married to Henry after my coronation. My prayers are with them. Could I have a word with you in private? If this is about your father, then no, I'm not letting him back into the city. Not until my coronation is over. I understand, but Your Highness, that is not what I'm here to ask you about. Then what is it? Do you wish to continue operations on the island? Of course, you saw the documents. Imagine the power that may lurk within there. Then this may be of your concern. Dear King Philip, a terrible catastrophe has befallen us. 20 men have been buried alive in an unexpected cave-in. Blah 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 blah. This is done for unknown reasons. Rumors of dark magic. Blah 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 blah. Please let us abandon this godforsaken colony and let us live out our lives and forget it. Signed, Captain Johnson. What a load of rubbish. The operation will continue. What about the lives of those miners? So be it. Let them die. I will not let this ruin my opportunity. Your father's a tough old guy. He probably wouldn't have died. And yet you couldn't help him. I'm sorry, I was practically powerless at the time. I'll get a ship, and I'll sail right back over to the islands as soon as I can. Do you realise that the winter storms are approaching? We'd have to wait until next summer to do something like that. I know. But we could use this time to get some good advice from someone who actually knows about the secrets hidden within the island. And who would that be? I think you can figure that out for yourself. Aaron, Lisa, pack your stuff. We're heading over to Origith's castle. Presents? Yes, I would like you to write to my brother William. Could you please tell him that I've had a change of heart and would like him to return to the city as soon as possible, so that we may discuss our differences. I will at once. John, you'll be pleased to know I'm going to let your father return to the city. I've changed my mind. Thank you. I'm so glad we could come to a resolution. Thank you. And I'm sorry if I was a little rude yesterday evening. I should have listened to you more. That's fine, Your Highness. I understand that being king can be rather stressful at times. You are right. Your father and I should have a closer look at the goings-on that island, before we get back to work. Thank you, Your High... John? Is something wrong? John? Dad! Uncle? Father? No! He's dead! The king is dead! You did this. You killed him! No, you don't understand. It wasn't me! No! No!
It is unlikely that John acted alone. We should send a delegation to have William brought in for questioning. Ha! William is almost certainly guilty. Say the word and I'll march the royal army down to Ursia. I'll have his head on a spike within a week. My father is dead. Won't you leave me some time to weep for him? Your Highness, with your father gone, you are now king. Justice must be done, immediately. Yes, I understand. All right, High Priest, send a letter to Lord Urion ordering him to hand William over. And Yeris, prepare the royal army in case he refuses. Aye. As you wish.
There it is. Come on, let's not keep him waiting. Frank, I didn't expect to see you here. A month ago, neither did I. Ha ha ha. By the way, we have a rather important guest visiting. Prince William of Lightlands, rightful heir to the throne and my dearest friend.
What's going on here? These men say they're from Macleod. They wanted to see you. Oh, God. I'll deal with this. Yeris, how may I help you? I'm here for the arrest of Prince William. Ah, well, he's not here at the moment. Don't play the fool with me. This is a serious matter. Hand him over now. I know why you're here. You don't have any evidence to warrant this. This is not a courtroom, Urion. Hand him over now or you'll be arrested for treason. Go home. I don't have time for your hollow threats. Stop right there. Or what? You'll kill me? If you think I'm such a traitor, go ahead. Do it. I will not dishonour myself. Since you won't cooperate, the royal army will come for you. He's bluffing. I doubt Henry will lift a finger.
Henry and I are off to arrest that traitor William. The city's in your hands. I understand, my lord. If you let John escape, I'll tear your head off with my bare hands. Into formation, you scum! What's going on? William is said to have fled to Akissia with Lord Urion. After Urion has refused to hand him over, we're now forced to march the entire royal army down there to bring them both to justice. Good. Add a few more spiked heads to the collection. By the way, where are you keeping John? In the old wine cellar, of course. Why? Elaine? John, are you here to interrogate me? Chastise me? We know it was you, John. I am not a murderer. Whether you're innocent or guilty doesn't matter. What matters is what Henry thinks. I don't care what Henry thinks. You should. He believes that your father has something to do with it. What? He is without a doubt that William planned Philip's assassination. He wants you both dead. Why doesn't he just kill me right now? If you confess guilty to murdering Philip, your father won't be held accountable. You'll probably be banished for your crimes, but I'll make sure that he doesn't execute you. How do I know that you're not lying? You don't, but in your current state, a little hope is better than none. I'll let you think about it. So your father is now stuck down there? Yes. Did you leave any men on the island? Yeah, about 30 of them. Told them to excavate the mine while I was gone. So you were there when the cave-in happened? I was. Did you see anything unusual? Well, we found this strange monument. It was perfectly symmetrical in this weird circular shape. made out of marble. It's so deep underground. Then the ceiling began to give way. My brother was convinced that there was some sort of dark magic on that island. Seems a lot more plausible now. Where is it? Aha! There it is. What have we got ourselves into? My Lord Erwion, Henry's marching the royal army south. They've already entered Akissia. I was afraid this might happen. Should we sue for peace? No. Prepare the soldiers for battle. At once, my lord. Philip is dead. Henry's blamed me for his murder. The royal army now marches on Akissia. Lord Erwion wouldn't stand a chance. No, we need help. Travel to Kind City and beg Lord Alex for assistance. He's a good friend of my son's. Why me? Because you're the wisest person I know. Frank, Johnson, the road is very dangerous and I have no guards. If you help me and protect me, I might be able to help you get your father back.
Origith, what a surprise. I wish I was here under better circumstances. May I come in? Oh, of course. Lady Catherine? Origith, what brings you here? It's to do with what happened at Macleod. Is Alex here? I see. Alex is off on a religious festival. I'm ruling in his stead. We really need your help. Go on. After John was framed for the murder of King Philip, William has been implicated as well, and are now marching the royal army down to Ursia to deal with him. I must ask too much, that you would rally your knights and come to our aid. My lady, see this fallout! Marching against the royal army would be an act of treason. As is ignoring William. He is the son of King Harry. Origith, continue. What would you have us do? Thank you, my lady. If we were to go to William and Erwion's aid and unite against Henry, perhaps we could deter him. Then we could go back to Macleod and figure out what actually happened. Please, we should consult your brother before taking any rash action. It would take too long for him to get back, though. It would also take too long for us to assemble a large army. It's pointless. Renan, how many knights do you think you could assemble in the next 3 days? It'll be a challenge, but perhaps maybe 4,000? I see. Any is better than none. Strange, isn't it? What is? That someone like John would turn a knife on his own uncle. Arrow. What? John stabbed him with an arrow. An arrow? Why? John stabbed my father, Philip, with an arrow. It doesn't add up. Surely Henry wouldn't have. Your brother is the last person in the world to do something like that. No, not that, but isn't it possible someone's framing John? What are you suggesting? 2 kings dead in 2 months. John framed as a murderer, William banished. It's as if someone's trying to get rid of everyone who may threaten Henry's claim. Indeed. High Priest, I don't know what's going on, but I do know that if I want to survive this, I better leave as soon as possible. Richard, you don't know that for certain. Henry would never. It's not Henry who I'm afraid of. It's whoever's whispering in his ear. How many men does Henry have? 12,000. And we have 3. This'll be easy. We'll try and hold formation for as long as possible. If we break, we'll retreat to the fortress of Ursia. And what will we do when that happens? Then we pray. Ready your weapons! Charge!
Frank, I'm not sure if this is a good idea. You heard what William said. He says he could help get my father back. I know, but I don't really want to get myself involved in all this. William! The Achisians and the Royal Army are now fighting. Alright, Johnson, you go with me. Frank, Aaron, Lisa, you stay here and guard the horses. It should be done by dusk.
William, how are you back so early?
It's a long story. By the way, where's Lord Elyon?
He's with the Vanguard.
Oh, of course he is.
Hi. Hello.
Are we on? Ah! Ah! Oh. William! Frank? No! It's over, Frank. You complete idiot.
Argith? Lord Alex is too kind. We have victory!
My hands!
No.
It's alright. It'll ease the pain. You idiot.
Sorry, Graham? You're very brave out there. Brave, but also stupid. I did what I thought was right.
You were right, Frank. Just not particularly clever. I can't thank you enough for coming to our aid, Origith, and Lord Alex. Lord Alex was actually on holiday when I found him. He sent his sister Catherine over to besiege Magidor, hopefully to trap Henry between our two armies. Well, our scouts say Henry's actually travelling east towards Munador. We could have no clearer option. March north immediately and besiege the city of Magidor. We must rescue John.
I know what you're here for.
Where's the Queen? She's gone to Munador to meet with Henry. Oh, well, where's Richard?
He left a few days ago.
Then who's in charge of the city?
I am.
Well then, would you let us in? I have a rather large chest of gold if you need persuading. I am a man of the faith. I do not take bribes. Then I guess we'll have to take the city by force. With what? 3,000? 4,000 men? 6,000.
Lady Catherine of the Kindlands, do you know what your men are famous for? Herding sheep. Early on, better men than you have failed to take this city, but then again, they didn't have personal issues.
If you kill John, the city burns.
So it will.
High Priest, wait!
William?
High Priest, you're a man of the faith, a respectable one. Why are you doing this?
I am sworn to defend this city.
At the expense of an innocent man? My son?
This innocent man killed his own king.
You know that's not true. High Priest, you don't have to do this. I'm giving you a chance. You can surrender the city. No one will die, not even yourself. This can end without a drop of blood.
Open the gates. Go on. The city is yours.
Right, is that everything? I think so, Your Highness. Hang on, there is one more thing I need to do. Frank! Your Highness. I never properly thanked you for what you did, saving my life. Well, I was just doing what you told me to do, protect you.
Frank, when spring arrives, I will buy you 2 large galleons, manned and seaworthy, to escort you to the island.
Thank you, Your Highness. Listen, Frank, take this. You've done more than enough for me. 1,000 thanks, but this is royal. I doubt I'll be needing it anymore. Besides, I have another one. I am honoured. Please, it is the least that I can do.
Right, I must go. I have a war to win. I hope we meet again. Come on, Frank. Hop on board. Don't worry, Frank's not the one driving.
You say that as if you're any better. Well, I am. Tell that to the hitchhiker.